I'm excited. This update was in the morning, but I decided to get proper sleep. I'm sorry about that, and it pushed back my scheduled video. So we're just gonna get ready to do it. So, the Raptor Wrangler questline comes out Wednesday at the normal weekly shop time. With it, it will be bringing Raptor Riding, which I think is already in the game. I would go in-game to demonstrate it, but if you jump on a Raptor, you can ride it. I don't think I need to show that. And then if you complete the quest line, you'll get the new Prickly Patroller Ramirez hero, as well as the new Primal Shotgun, and the rest of them will be in the shop. We'll talk about that. Raptor Riding is, sounds fun, but what do you do once you've captured one? Just jump on its back and ride it. Oh, yes. And you'll be able to have the ability to perform extraordinarily high jumps, which is actually pretty fun. That I could show with video, but I'm very short on time today. But yeah, go jump on a Raptor in-game. Sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. New hero and weapons. These are the things I like to see. Tip your caps and watch your fingers. Prickly Patroller Ramirez makes her debut. Complete the quest line, available from August 9th, so that's tomorrow. I already put it in the shop thing here. And curiously, it says up to September 5th. Well, 6th should be the update. Maybe like at September 6th at normal shop reset, the quest goes away and then the new one begins. I don't know. Maybe that's a typo. Maybe this is ending one day before the end of the season. That would be weird, but we actually have seen stuff like that happen before. Epic makes some strange decisions. So anyway, and then that's, like I said, you'll get the shotgun and the hero, and I reflected that here. So let's talk about that. The quest line will have all of this. Freight actually wrote out everything you need to do. So the first one is just show that you're an ultimate wrangler by taming 2 raptors. That can't be very difficult. And then just run around for 1,000 meters, which I think we'll all be happy to do. If you're a Battle Royale player, can you ride raptors in Battle Royale? I actually don't know. Either way, this should be fun. So this is at least new to me. I don't know. Eliminate 50 husks while riding any wildlife. Wow, that's actually... that's going to be kind of weird if it's moving your aim around, but yeah, there you go. And then here's a little infographic for what's available. It almost looks like they just made my thumbnail for me, but I'm gonna have to rearrange it for some to make my own thumbnail. But here's the big deal. This is what we're all here for. Enemies that land melee attacks will take 10 base damage, okay, and then in the lead they'll take 15, and they'll have affliction over time, which is interesting. So at first read, this is a defensive hero. This is a hero much like Swamp Knight. He came to my mind immediately. Basically, his whole build is taking damage and then summoning phantasms and then healing off that damage. She would be an excellent addition to that build. However, that build is notorious for being popular amongst noobs and useless in the endgame. And I guess she could actually be kind of useful for like constructor builds or any kind of defensive loadout where if you want enemies to attack you and then die when they do that, it could be helpful. Or potentially even melee builds. I don't know if she would work her way into any of my melee builds. They tend to be very refined and damage focused. Like none of these perks look good to remove. Like maybe Story and Claws, and then enemies damage themselves when they hit me and they help me out, because in melee loadouts you're always in the thick of it. It's very easy for that to be taken advantage of. I don't know. At first glance and second and third glance, it seems like this is geared more towards newer players, just like Fleetfoot Ken. I point him out all the time as a very, very good hero. He gives you just a flat movement speed bonus. It's not a lot. It's only 12.5% in support. I can't even find him, but it's really good against it's really good for noobs. So like endgame players with refined builds are probably not using him, but when you're just filling out your squads for the first time, moving faster or having, enemies take ricochet damage off you, probably not a bad thing. So that's the hero, like it or not, there it is. And then we've got the Primal Weapons set. So the Primal Shotgun is part of the new weapon set, the Primal Pistol, SMG, and Rifle. It will rotate in the event store starting August 9th. Before we get into that, I'm just going to show you where they are in the collection book if you guys want to see them. You cannot research them as of recording this video, but they're actually in the base game weapons section. So we got the Primal Rifle right here. If you want to check out the art, there it is. You can hit view and, load up your game and check it out if you're interested in more than that. But then we've got the, let's see, down here, shotgun, all the way down here, Primal Shotgun. So yeah, while I'm showing off these models, I will add, I feel like this is not a surprise. We had Epic taking animals from BR, putting them in the Save the World, adding primal heroes and making us really want to, they want us to like the animals a lot, all right? Then the invasion weapons came through, and a precedent was set for taking original models from Battle Royale and putting them into Save the World. Although, let's be honest, primal weapons in BR were just black metal weapons with different coats of paint. Like, we could see that. So I feel like this was never going to be an extreme surprise. We've all been kind of looking for Primal Weapons for a while. All right. A burst shotgun, one with a drum magazine. So I don't know what that means. Burst shotgun, probably like the black metal shotgun. I think we already know how that works. And then a drum magazine would suggest that it has a big mag size. Thank you to Archer for putting this together, I think, actually. He sent this in Discord. If this isn't his work, then somebody should have flagged this somewhere. But this was posted by Archer. He can comment down below if I'm wrong about that being his. But it's got a, let's see, Primal Shotgun, 12-round mag, which is pretty much the black metal shotgun. I think it'll probably behave the same. Then you can see the Sunbeam stats here and the Bright Core stats here. I know that I'm covering this, so let me just remove these to give you a full image here. There you go. Primal SMG is not covered anymore. So the pistol looks like it does pretty good base damage and then has the headshot multiplier that doubles the damage as usual. So none of this really means anything to me until I can like use it in game and really give it a go. And it won't be releasing until until shop on Wednesday. So I won't be able to do that today. But yeah, the pistol is a burst pistol, which is just like the Dirge song. Then the SMG is a wild firing SMG. So that's interesting because this is a pistol. The Dirge song is absolutely a burst SMG. I don't know exactly how that's going to work here. And then the Primal SMG, like I was saying, is a wild firing SMG gun. So, or some machine gun. So that could be like super good damage, decent ammo efficiency because it's only got a 10 fire rate, which is less than the standard 10.8. I don't know. Maybe it'll have like low accuracy to balance that out. And then the Primal Rifle is a high capacity wild firing rifle. Probably inaccurate just like it was in BR. I did play enough of BR to know that. And yeah, anyway. So one of the perks for the entire set, or the perk for the entire set, is that while it's held, you will not have wildlife attacking you, which is kind of nice. And then Epic's getting ahead of this one. They're like, we know, there's a glitch where if you attack an animal, every animal on the map will attack you and, you know, of that type. So they're kind of just getting ahead of this one. So there you go. They know it. They want to fix it. But there's another primal perk with all of them is that the weapons will deal 30% bonus damage to targets that have more than 85% health, which is really tame at first glance, but it's kind of preemptive strike. So preemptive strike gives you, if you have all the support squads active, it's basically 32.5% bonus damage towards full health targets. So this is 30% in the 85% range. So kind of nice. You're just getting extra starts on every new target. You know, every enemy that has 15% health removed, you'll just do a bunch of extra damage. I think 30% coming from the shotgun is probably going to hit like a freaking truck. And if you think about starting new targets, the shotgun will just inherently begin 30% stronger. And we've seen the drum, so like the black metal shotgun, the ground pounder, huskbuster, these are all weapons that when critting can one-shot a 160 miss monster already. So that might be a big deal. Maybe it won't. We're just going to have to see. And then there are other bonuses on top of that. Is this the first weapon set that has 4 perks at the same time across the entire thing? So the perk is intrinsic to all primal weapons. Like, this is not potential 6 perks. This is all of them, because that's awesome, actually. Eliminating a miss monster using a primal weapon will activate Frenzy, giving you and your pets 25% bonus speed and attack speed, which is really interesting because I feel like you would have an interesting situation like the Corsair and the Jack's Revenge, where you're killing an enemy with a shotgun, maybe like one-hitting the miss monster, activating that bonus, switching to a melee, slicing through the crowd, and then as you're doing so, every 5 eliminations within 4 seconds will activate Frenzy again, giving you 25% bonus speed and attack speed for 5 seconds. Is that 25% attack speed when it's enemies and... well, I guess this is and attack speed. I guess it was, yeah. So 25% bonus attack speed for both of those. That's crazy. You could end up in a scenario where you're like running Luna in support of a shotgun build. I kind of like it. It's really weird. I make a lot of videos on fun loadouts, and I just never got to the Corsair and Corsair and Jack's Revenge this year. I was starting on the Jack's Revenge, and I was gonna cover the Corsair, and I just didn't, and I still might. I don't care that the pirate season's over. The weapons still exist. We all have them. Most of us still have them. And then that's the Primal Weapons. So I'm excited when these come around, and then obviously the release dates are here. When these come around, I'll be looking forward to these. I should put these in the event store section in the timeline up ahead here, just to get things fleshed out, because you can see what's also coming out is what's here. So Thunder Thora is going to be hit the road. By the way, oh man, I knew I was gonna forget something. There's a lot to talk about today. When this event comes out, when these weapons release, the weapon supercharger will be gone, and Thunder Thora will be replacing Parasaur Jess. Be sure to grab those before they go away, because you don't want to miss those. But Thunder Thora is my favorite AFK V-Bucks mission hero. She basically makes your base do damage every few seconds. It's not a lot, but in the lower levels, zones, it does the trick. So there she is. Redline Ramirez is a must-have hero in my opinion. I don't think I have her red because it's not that much damage, but bows are so strong, and 17% bonus damage is great. And I want that. Archer also mentioned that there was a primal bow like in the files referenced. I don't know if that's in the works or just a leak, but I'm just kind of throwing it in here with Ramirez because it's something to think about. I would love I would like to see a primal bow. I have to see how it performs first. A bow needs crowd clearing to be any amount of use. Ooh, maybe if you hit something with your bow, your animals like focus on it. That could be kind of interesting. Okay, I don't know. And then Sledgehammer is a must grab hero. It's just a flat crit damage bonus. I use him in the lead all the freaking time. You can see him in these fun loadouts playlists. Like I love those big crit damage builds. They're not crazy practical for regular use, but Sledge is a must grab hero. You do not want to miss him. And then Surround Pound. It's not a purple copy, by the way. It's just the artwork. It is legendary in the shop. It is the best pick other than the Storm King's Fury for the Storm King Horn, and if you don't have it, you should get it. There you go. I don't have much else to say about that. The right click heavy attack is like a ranged sound thing that does damage. It's actually pretty fun to spam that. So yeah, I'll maybe link to Surround Pound best perks down below. Maybe, I don't know. If I start looking at videos, this will be a big description, and I just don't think I'm gonna this time. So I'll talk about that when it comes to the shop. And then we got some bug fixes. So a number of bug fixes were included, including an issue where with the Storm Shield console that prevented players from seeing the interface on PC and console. I did not encounter that bug, but it sounds awful, so glad it's fixed. Fixed an issue with the back button and escape buttons not functioning properly in some menus like batch recycling. I think I might have encountered that. Maybe it was a little glitchy, but just a couple of minor bugs, along with a new weapon set and hero coming to the game. So yeah, they are working on making animals useful to us, and I'm looking forward to trying these weapons out. One thing, oh my gosh, I am crunched for time today, and I've had a very rushed morning, so I hate forgetting stuff. One thing that's not looking great, and I'm mentioning this way too late in the video, is that all the primal weapons seem to be locked to nature. That's in the files and corroborated by Epic. I messaged Freight. Seems like they are locked to nature, which honestly is fine. I really don't mind that. The vacuum tube weapons are some of the best in the game. They're locked to nature. It's not a big deal. But we're in a fire season, so literally, even in a nature season, would have been kind of okay. Literally any other time of the year would have been fine to release these. I mean, we already, as players, don't expect weapons that often from Epic. It's like a once a year thing. They could have waited until September 6th. But I don't know. Locked to nature. So maybe they'll change that last second. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Check out the new videos coming out soon. I just got a text from my mom that we're leaving in 1 minute. So I'm going to have to go figure that out. Goodbye.